Don't forget to like, subscribe and share the videos.
Hello friends, welcome to Ganesh IAS Academy. This is the new session. In this session, we are going to discuss about the previous year UPSC geography question. So in this session, we added a new part, that is the prediction for the 2025 exam. Let's begin the session. So the question is about ocean mean temperature. What is this ocean mean temperature? First of all, you need to know what is this. Okay. So before the ocean mean temperature, they actually used the sea surface temperature. Where they used the sea surface temperature? SST. For the prediction of the cyclone, we need to know about the ocean sea surface temperature. For example, consider that at the time period of the winter, around December, if the ocean is reaching 26.5 degrees Celsius, okay, then that satellite, that is called as INSAT 3D. INSAT 3D is actually used for the weather forecasting and also cyclone prediction. Okay, so the cyclone forecasting, they are using this INSAT 3D. What this INSAT 3D will do is, it will measure the temperature of the ocean constantly. If any region in the Bay of Bengal or the Arabian Sea or else the Indian Ocean is reaching 26.5 degrees Celsius, means it will indicate in the INSAT, and the INSAT will communicate it to the IMD. Then the IMD will say that there is a possibility of the cyclone in 24 hours, so it is better to be in a safer zone. So that is what done by the IMD and the INSAT. But for this measurement, they are using the sea surface temperature, which means the depth up to the depth of 5 meter is measured in the sea surface temperature. This is how they will measure it. So actually this 26.5 degrees Celsius is the tropical disturbance. This is the first stage of the cyclone. Okay, so this is the first stage of the cyclone. So this first stage is actually measured up to the depth of 5 meter. So the accuracy or the success rate of this prediction is only 50%, which means they predicted that there is a possibility of the cyclone, but it may be end up in a cyclone or else not. So the probability is only 50%. This is the major negative due to the sea surface temperature, because it is measuring up to only 5 meter. But what this ocean mean temperature is going to do is, it is going to measure up to 50 meter depth. Okay, it is also going to measure the ocean's temperature, but it is up to the 50 meter. Okay, around 50 meter. So that is why the success rate of this ocean mean temperature is 90%, and the accuracy also higher to have the prediction of any cyclonic event. Okay, so this is what changed in 2021. Okay, so only they asked the question. Okay, sorry, it was changed around, they shifted from the sea surface temperature measurement to the ocean mean temperature measurement in 2019, I think so. Okay, then they asked a question from that in 2020. So this ocean mean temperature, how it will do is, it will measure up to 50 meter, means it is around 26 degrees Celsius isotherm. Okay, so which means consider that the sea surface temperature is around 29 degrees Celsius. Okay, it will measure 28, 27, 26. Okay, so which means from the sea surface to up to the depth where it reaching the 26 degrees Celsius. So up to this depth it will measure. So if this 26 degrees Celsius is reaching up to around 60 meter, means then this is how the ocean mean temperature will be measured. This is the method followed by the ocean mean temperature. So the accuracy or the success rate of this ocean mean temperature is very, very higher. So we shifted from this sea surface measurement to the ocean mean temperature measurement. That is why they ask the question from this. So let's discuss this question with reference to the ocean mean temperature. Which of the following statements are right? Ocean mean temperature is measured up to the depth of 26 degree isotherm, which is 129 meters in the southwestern Indian Ocean during the January and March. Here is the trap. 129 is the huge depth. Okay, so at that depth, it won't be 26 degree, it will be around 18 degree or something. So this first statement is wrong due to this statement. Next, the OMT collected during the January and March can be used in assessing whether the amount of rainfall in the monsoon will be less or more than the certain long-term mean. That is also right. Okay, so for this question, the answer is 2 only. So now we are going to discuss about this ocean mean temperature with some data. So the ocean heat content and the ocean mean temperature are important climatic parameters required for the atmospheric and oceanic studies like cyclones and monsoon predictions and ocean heat transport estimation. Sea surface temperature is routinely used for predicting the whether the total amount of rainfall that India receives during the monsoon season will be less or more than the long-term mean of 887.5 mm. Now the scientists from Pune's Indian Institute of Tropical Meteorology find that ocean mean temperature that has a better ability to predict this than the sea surface temperature. Yes. So compared with SST, which has a 60% success rate of predicting the Indian summer monsoon, the OMT has an 80% success rate. The SST is restricted to a few millimeters of the top ocean layer and is largely influenced by the strong wind, evaporation and thick clouds. In contrast, the OMT, which is measured up to a depth of 26 degree isotherm, is more stable and consistent and the spatial spread is also less. The 26 degree isotherm is seen at the depth varying from 50 to 100 meters. During January and the March, the mean 26 degree Celsius isotherm depth in the southwesterly Indian Ocean is 59 meters. So all the statement, what they asked is from this news article. Okay, so in this news article, they discussed it. So they directly asked a question from it. So in this way, they may ask a question like, what are the satellites that are used by the India for the weather forecasting or else disaster management? They may ask. So please note it. INSAT series, okay, INSAT 3D, 3DR, which is used for the weather monitoring and the cloud imaging, equipped with the imagers, sounder, track the monsoons, clouds and the rainfall. Next is Kalpana 1. It is the meteorological data, which is actually retired one, India's first exclusive weather satellite. Next, Megatropics. Tropical climate monitoring, joint India and France satellite studied the rainfall, humidity and the energy balance. Next one is SCAT SAT-1, weather forecasting and wind speed. Next is INSAT 3DS. It is the next generation meteorology, enhances the cloud imagery, cyclone detection and fog monitoring. Next is EOS-04, Earth observation satellite for the agriculture and flood radar-based imaging, work in all weather conditions. Next is about the Cartosat series. Cartosat series is used for the high resolution Earth imaging used in the disaster mapping. Next, RISAT, radar imaging satellite. It is all-weather day and night observation, helpful in the flood and the landslide prone areas monitoring. And then next is NAVIC, it is for the navigation purpose, and the GSAT-6A, it helps in the communication for the disaster hit region. So these are the some satellites used for the disaster management and the same time weather forecasting. So please make a note of it. They may ask any question from this also. Thank you.